everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 most repurchased drugstore beauty products. A couple of weeks ago, I uploaded an all drugstore get ready with me. And I asked in that video why it seemed like tutorials in general on YouTube were dying, that people just didn't seem to be watching them nearly as much. And a lot of the responses I received said that it was because the tutorials used too many products that were too expensive and not everybody can afford all of these high-end products. I think I've established over the several years that I've now been on YouTube that I like a little bit of everything. It really doesn't matter to me if something comes from the drugstore or if it comes from Saks Fifth Avenue. If it is high quality, if it performs well and I really, really like it, then I will buy it and I will rebuy it. And I like to use a little bit of everything. What more can I say? So I've rounded up 10 products here today to show you. Some of them I have been using and repurchasing for years. Some of them I've only repurchased once. And you might think, well, that's not a lot. That's not saying a whole lot. But for me, it is, because there is so much on the market. I'm constantly testing new products. I am being sent products. So if I like something enough to go repurchase it even once, that is saying something, because, as I said, I have a lot to choose from. I like to buy new. So anyway, let's get started. I decided I'm going to do makeup product, skincare / body product, makeup product, skincare / body. So we'll start with makeup. For a couple of these beauty products, it's not just specifically the color that I'll repurchase over and over. It's a product within that same range, like the Milani Baked Blushes. I have every single shade in the range. I will buy every new color that launches. They just launched a few months ago, 2 new shades. I purchased those immediately. I really love the formula. A lot of you know that Milani is one of my favorite overall drugstore brands. This shade right here is Luminoso. Years ago, people said that it was a dupe for NARS Orgasm. And if you are a dupe purist, you will probably not think so. You'll probably think that Orgasm has a little bit more pigment and it's got a little bit more sparkle to it. But being a makeup artist for so long and trying both on clients and on myself for many years now, I feel like I get the same look, overall look, with this Milani Luminoso as I do with my NARS Orgasm. I'm wearing it right now. I didn't go super intense with it, but this can be built up. And I've worn this on one side and NARS Orgasm on the other side, and I couldn't tell the difference. And I just think that the shade selection is excellent. And as I said, the formula is great. The pigmentation is great. It's just such a fantastic drugstore priced blush. And I've bought it over and over. I bought Luminoso specifically probably at least 4 times in the past 8 to 10 years. I don't know how long exactly it's been around, but I've repurchased it a lot. Sometimes I finish it, sometimes I just lose it, but it's great. And this is a relatively new love of mine, but I am on my second purchase of this. Definitely going to be repurchasing. I'm about halfway through this jar of the Physicians Formula Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. So this was number 2, and then I'm thinking I have about 4 weeks left, and then I will be on to purchase number 3. I cannot live without this stuff. I believe I did a Fab Finds Friday video on this specifically, and I just think it's so good. I clearly wear a lot of makeup, and at the end of the day, I like to make sure it's all off, and this gets everything off. I do have to go back in with another little scoop for my eye makeup, but as far as my face makeup goes, it takes everything off. I can see all the makeup being rinsed off in the sink, and it doesn't leave my skin tight feeling, and it doesn't leave my skin greasy feeling like a lot of other cleansing balms or melting makeup cleansers. They leave my skin with a little bit of a film. And a lot of people asked me when I did this video, they said, well, what cleanser are you using after I don't feel like I have to double cleanse with this. I truly feel like my skin gets squeaky clean, but again, not dry and tight, that there's no need for a second cleansing step. This does it all, and I can't say enough good things about this. So now back to makeup and back to what I was saying about how it's not necessarily the colors that I repurchase, but I buy all the colors in the range, and certain colors I do repurchase. And those two would be, well, first let me tell you what it is. It's the NYX Butter Glosses. I have been buying these as well for years, and my two favorites are Creme Brulee and Fortune Cookie. I'm actually wearing them both right now. I have Creme Brulee on over a Pixie. I didn't bring it down. I'm wearing the lip liner that I'm going to show you in a moment, the Pixie Bare Beige. I'll put the correct name in the description. 98% of the time I will top a liquid lipstick with a gloss, and these butter glosses are just such a nice formula. Not to mention the size is perfect for keeping in your pocket or a small evening bag. They're just a great size. They're a great formula. I don't find them to be too sticky. You know, they're a gloss, so they're not going to be incredibly long wearing, but they're so inexpensive that it's not a problem. You know, at least for me, I feel like it's not a big deal if I have to touch up more often than normal, but I don't find that they're any less long wearing than a typical gloss, if that makes sense. Go back to skincare slash body care. My Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizers. I've talked about these many times in videos. I love these things. This one is the Firming and Cellulite Reducing Medium to Tan Skin Tones. I think I was sent this one in PR, but I purchased this one many, many times over. This is just the original Wet Skin Moisturizer with refreshing coconut oil. I don't honestly see much of a difference with using the Natural Glow. I don't. I gotta be honest. So I think that this one is a lot more expensive than this one. So I'm going to be repurchasing just this plain old Wet Skin Moisturizer. As far as firming and reducing cellulite and medium, I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe it's doing something and I just haven't noticed it yet. Okay, so since I was just talking about the glosses and what I have on my lips right now, let's move on to the lip liner. I repurchase NYX lip liners all the time. NYX just does such a great job with their lip products. Of course, there are some misses. I'm not really a fan of the lingerie, the lip lingerie. I found those to be extremely drying, but their pencils are fantastic. And natural is one of my go-tos. I've gone through so many of these. It goes with everything. These pencils just glide on, they stay on, they come in so many different shades. Some of my favorites are nude beige, truffle beige, I think it's called. When I'm finished filming, I'm gonna go upstairs and check in my little jar of lip liners for some of the other shade names that I really like, and I'll put them in the description. So the next item isn't skincare or body care. I'm not really sure what category you would put this in. They're eye drops. This is Lumify. I know these eye drops get talked about a lot on YouTube, and for good reason. They are so good and they are safe to use every single day. I don't personally use them every single day. I like to use them before I film or before I'm going out at night for a date night or for an event. But they really do make the whites of your eyes look so white, like you've gone and face-tuned them to be whiter. It just makes you feel more wide awake. It makes you feel like you look more wide awake, and I just love the effect. So I've repurchased these at least 3 times now, because this little bottle, I can never find the bigger bottle in stock at my Walgreens or CVS. They always are sold out, and they just have this little guy, which is I think $11.99 or something, so I look for coupons as well. So next up is the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner Pencil. I've been purchasing this over and over for years as well, because it's the only one that doesn't poke me in the eye when I am trying to tightline, because it's a chunkier pencil. Something about thin pencils and when I try to do my tightline, that I always end up poking myself in the eye. And of course I use it for this area too. I cannot wear gel eyeliners because I know somebody's gonna ask, well, how's the staying power? It's good. It's not amazing, but as I was starting to say, I cannot wear any gel long-wearing eye pencils. People have recommended one from Rimmel to me. I think Milani has one too. Marc Jacobs gel eye pencils. Anytime it says long-wearing gel eye pencil, for some reason, those irritate my eyes. My eyes start feeling heavy and tired, and it's just whatever formulation is in those gel pencils, I simply cannot use them. So I have to wear traditional eye pencils that unfortunately don't last as long, but this one lasts a decent amount of time, and I think it's great. Okay, so I've decided to show you the final two skincare items at the same time, just because I use them together. They're the same brand. I buy them from the same place. I buy them both at Target. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mud Cleanser. I have said this before in other videos. I believe that Pixi is one of the best affordable skincare lines on the market. This Glow Mud Cleanser, as you can see, I'm pretty much out. I have to go buy another new one. I think will be my third or fourth purchase of this. This has 5% glycolic acid and aloe vera. And I have oily skin. For those of you that don't know, if you're new here, welcome. I have very oily skin with large pores, and I like to use products that contain chemical exfoliators like glycolic acid. So this Glow Mud Cleanser is great. I actually use this in the morning. I keep this in my shower. I am a morning showerer, unless I work out in the morning. Then, of course, I come home and shower after that. But I keep this in my shower because every morning I like to just get off any of the oils that have accumulated overnight. And so that's when I will use the Glow Mud Cleanser. At night, I'm using the Physicians Formula. And then once in a while, I'll use an exfoliating cleanser. I recently purchased the one from Fresh, so it's not drugstore, but they have this new strawberry scrub. And I like to try new things, as I said at the beginning of this video. I've used the Tatcha cleanser that I like. Now I'm trying the Fresh. So that's at night, just for exfoliation. Once in a while, but most of the time I just use this. This is in the morning. And then my favorite tonic that I've purchased, or toner, it's called tonic, but it's a toner. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner, also with 5% glycolic acid. This is a little travel size. I used to buy just the regular size bottles at Target all the time. And then I was sent from Pixi in PR, and this video isn't sponsored by Pixi. They have no idea I'm doing this video. I'm being 100% honest. These are products that I purchased with my own money, but I haven't needed to purchase the Glow Tonic in a while because a couple months ago they sent me this huge bottle of the Glow Tonic with a pump and my name on it. I was so excited. You should have seen me. I was like jumping up and down. I'm like, oh, so awesome. I love this toner. And now I have like a 8-month supply. No, maybe not 8 months. Oh, maybe. I'm trying to think how much is left in that. But I will continue to buy this for a long time. If you have oily skin, large pores, or even if you just want a good exfoliating toner for once in a while. I know a lot of other YouTubers and estheticians who are also YouTubers have raved about this as well. It's really, really good. So, is that 10? I believe that's 10. No, that's not 10. I completely forgot to show you my last makeup item that I've been repurchasing. I've actually only repurchased it once, and it was just in a different color, but I would repurchase this when I run out. But I have to run out of 2 shades now. I got one for when I've been self-tanning and I'm wearing a darker foundation, and then I just recently went and purchased this Milani Perfect and Conceal Longwear Concealer in the shade No Wait. I just purchased the darker color. This is my older one, the Light Natural, which is what I've used today. This concealer is so good for anyone with dark circles, that has fine lines under here, and you don't like when concealer settles into those lines. This is just fantastic. I've been using this. I have so many other concealers, high-end, and this is in my rotation. I still like to use, my Laura Mercier and my Kevyn Aucoin and my NARS. I have all these other concealers, but if anybody ever asks me, Risa, what's a good budget-friendly concealer for mature skin and dark circles? This is the one I always recommend, the Perfect Conceal and Perfect. So this is fantastic, and I will definitely continue to repurchase that. All right, now that is 10. I've shown you all 10 items. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join the Risa Does Makeup family. We would love to have you. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. My username is right on your screen. It's Risa Does Makeup. And I look forward to seeing you all again very soon.